I have tried starting this podcast episode about 6 times because for some reason I just can't talk. And that's the whole point of a podcast is to talk. So take 7, 6, I don't know. Hello, welcome to With All Due Respect with me, your host, Jasp. If you're new here, welcome. Happy to have you. If you're coming back from the last episode, welcome back. Today we're just talking about a bunch of random shit that I want to talk about. I have no specific topic for the day, and that's honestly how most of these episodes are gonna go. So let's get into it. Roll the intro. Do whatever we need to do. So first, okay, as you can probably see in my background, I have a matcha. And I have grown to have a matcha obsession. I've had a matcha every single day for probably the last 3 weeks. Because I wanted to like it so bad. I actually hated matcha before. I tried the Starbucks matcha. It was not good. I didn't like it. And that was the only matcha I've ever had. And I was like, that's the only matcha I had my opinion based off of. Which I've heard infamously that the Starbucks matcha is just not good. So, at least their old matcha. I haven't tried their new matcha. I don't really want to. Anyways, that was the only matcha I had ever based my opinion on matcha off of. And then I was talking to one of my coworkers and I was like, I want to like matcha so fucking bad. It just looks so yummy. Like I saw on TikTok, I somehow got on Matcha Talk. Like all the people that make their little matcha lattes every day and it's super aesthetic and yada yada yada. It's like I want to like that so bad. It looks so good. It looks so good. So she was like, you should go to Pete's and try their matcha. It's not super strong. It's really good. It's very creamy. You can get it with this or this. So that's what I recommend. And I tried it and I was like, this is fire. Actually, this is fucking fire. So I continuously got the Pete's matcha almost every day for a week until I decided I want to learn how to make it by myself. So I ordered a matcha powder online. I got like a higher quality one after doing some research on TikTok. Because also I'm like new to it, so I don't like a super super strong like grassy taste, if that makes sense, or like a super strong bitter taste. So I wanted something like creamier, a little sweeter, lighter, the whole 9 yards. And one of the suggestions was Ippido tea, the Sayaka blend, or Sayaka matcha? Sayaka? Sayaka? I should know. I took Japanese for like a semester, how to pronounce things. Sayaka. That one. Oh my god, I'm gonna write that down. Something we can talk about later is language. I typed in Lanuge. I'll get the gist. Anyways, yeah, I got it. And I learned how to make it. I just followed their website of like what they recommend how to make a matcha latte with this one. And it's fire. And again, I've had it every single day for like 2 weeks. And I ordered another one. My phone is actually recording. That's why I don't have it. Okay. Sorry, I thought I turned off my mic for a second. I got another one. It's 100-gram bag, so it's like a big bag, but it's like a cheaper alternative to this one. It's the same brand, Ippido. I forgot the name of it. Guys, I'm bad at this. Oh my god, Kami-sama Kiss. I fucking love that. We'll get into that later too. I'm looking. Give me 1 second. I'm looking, I promise. Actually, I probably have already put it on the screen by now because I've been getting impatient with myself. Hold on. I promise. I'll find it. It's the Iku I- Ikuyo. 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 Japanese is really hard when you try to pronounce it quickly. Like, when I try to say a word quickly, I can't do it. I have to, like, sound it out. I have to Ikuyo. That one. I got that. And somebody was like, it's really good. It's a cheaper alternative to... Kind of the cheaper alternative to the Sayaka. So... That's what this is. It's delicious. My perfect ratio that I've learned... Hang on. Yummy. My perfect ratio for a matcha latte is about 3 grams of matcha. And then you do the whole whisk thing. And then I like to use about 60 to 65 grams of water. I have a scale, so I don't know what any of this translates into, like teaspoon or tablespoon or quarter cup. I don't know what that all translates to. You're gonna have to look that up on yourself. Anyway, 60 to 65 grams of water. You do your whole little whisk thing, and then I like kind of sweet matcha, so I do like 15 to 20 grams of sweetener. I know that sounds like a lot. I think it's like 1 tablespoon. Don't quote me on that. I really couldn't tell you. And then 100 grams of whole milk. I like whole milk. You can use whatever milk you want, but I like whole milk. And then hella ice. And then you have your matcha latte, and it's delicious. I'm going to be sipping on that a lot. So there's my little matcha rant. I used to fucking hate it. Tried the Peets. Now I love it. I'm literally addicted. I'm addicted when I literally bought all the supplies to make it and nice matcha powders and whatever. It's so good. It is so good. So, moving on. What was I talking? What else? Kami-sama Kiss. If you know me at all, I am a weeb and a half. I love me some good ass animes. Don't even. Sorry, I keep forgetting I can't yell into this microphone. Don't even get me started. If y'all ever need anime recommendations, let me know, because I got hella, because me and my coworkers were talking about this. And I was like, you should watch Kami-sama Kiss, but like they took it off of Hulu, so I don't know where you would watch it. You'd probably have to wait it on a piracy website, whatever. Tell me why the next day I see that it's back on Hulu! They put it back! The jump for joy that I had when I saw that Kami-sama Kiss was back on Hulu, I was so excited. I am halfway through the 2nd season already. I've been crocheting to it. Which, another topic, I've gotten into crocheting again. I kind of had like a little hobby for it, and I started this blanket that I never finished. I've been working on it for probably like 3 years, and I just haven't finished it at all. I spilled hot chocolate on it, actually, and didn't know how to wash it, so I just kind of let it dry and then folded it up and put it away. Because I didn't know how to wash an unfinished blanket. Sorry. I'm sorry. But I got into crocheting recently because when Valentine's Day came around, I love making things for people. Like for gifts. For birthday, for Christmas, for whatever. I just like making them, like hand making stuff. I find it fun. I find it personal. Whatever. So I was like, I'm going to crochet my boyfriend a beanie for Valentine's Day. And that's exactly what I did. And I watched Kami-sama Kiss while I did it the whole time. I love anime. I have recently also rewatched My Little Monster. That one's a good one. It's just funny. It's because this doesn't spoil anything. They get a fucking chicken and it just runs around the school with them. I don't know. It's fucking hilarious though. Like the chicken, the chicken's my favorite character, honestly. But that one's good. My coworker is actually watching it. I told him to watch it because we were talking, like me and my coworkers. It was really chill night at work, which rarely happens. Literally, like maybe 5 or 6 cars an hour would roll through, and we were all there for like 4 hours. And we're all huge weebs. We all grew up those like weird kids in school, and we were just going like we were talking about like, oh, I used to be a weird kid, and then how we kind of like became boring. I became boring. And okay, not boring, but like plain. And for what who I was as a kid, what I grew up into like 8th grade freshman year was very plain compared again compared to who I used to be. So, I used to be this weird kid. I was like I was the 21 Pilots, Old Panic at the Disco, Pierce the Veil, that like weird kind of emo kid in middle school. I didn't dress like it, but like I wish I would. I wore that like one black choker all the fucking time. But then I was like, well, I want to fit in with everybody else cuz like I don't have any fucking friends, you know. And so 8th grade freshman year, I became like everybody else. I dressed like everybody else. I acted like everybody else. I was an Emma Chamberlain wannabe. Love Emma Chamberlain, nothing against her at all. Love that woman, actually. She's fucking hilarious. But, like, that time period of, like, 2018, that Emma Chamberlain is who I wanted to be. And, like, because everybody loved her. And I was like, well, if everybody loves her, I want to be like her because everybody loved me, too. Because, again, I had no fucking friends and I was a very lonely child. Me editing here. I just want to clear this clip up because I think I worded this all wrong. I did have friends. I just had very, very few friends. And I also didn't want to be seen as the weird kid anymore. So I was like, maybe if I just try to fit in, maybe I'll get more friends. I still was a very lonely child, but in a different sense than kind of what I'm talking about here. So, just wanted to clear that up. I did have very few friends. I don't want people, so sorry about that texting. I just didn't want people to think I was a weird kid anymore. And I also didn't want the people that I used to be friends with, like, during that time, if they're watching this, to think, like, oh, you didn't think of me as your friend or whatever. I did have friends. Again, I just wanted to fit in with people. So, because I think what I meant is, like, because I was seen as a weird kid, I felt isolated, and then that made me feel lonely, and, like, I had no friends, even though I did have some. If that makes sense, I think that's kind of what I meant by it, or that is what I meant by it. I just worded it wrong, and just wanted to clear that up. Let's get back into it. Again, sorry for this lighting, it's kind of fucking awful, but back into the rest of the episode. Anyways, we were just talking about all that, and then we were like, I realized in 2020 is when I started watching anime. Because obviously lockdown happened. I realized, you know what? I can do whatever I want because I'm not going to school and nobody's going to see me. So then I also had finally came out, one, to myself. And to my friends and stuff. I was open about it. I wasn't, like, hiding it. Like, on TikTok, I'd be like, I was like, yeah, I'm bisexual, whatever. Like, I didn't care if people knew. I finally came out. I unbasified myself. Basified. I became back to normal. My normal, I guess. And I started watching anime, and I have not stopped since. And I need to find more good ones. So if you guys have any suggestions, let me know. But another really, really, really good one is Say I Love You. That one's so good. Blue Spring Ride's really good. I'm very much a sucker for, like, heartfelt, slice of life, romance, comedy, something lighthearted. Those kind of animes I love. Those are my favorite kind of animes. Because I've seen Attack on Titan. I love Attack on Titan, but that shit crushed me. That show absolutely tore me into pieces. I could never rewatch that show because of how bad it scarred me. Like, it was devastating. It was a beautiful show, beautifully written. All the characters, there's so much effort into writing them and everything, and love it. Like, I literally have Funko Pops. I have Mikasa. I have Levi. I have Kenny, his uncle. I have a Levi figure. I have 10 of the manga because I'm still working on getting my manga collection up. Like, I've seen it. Beautiful animes. Oh my god. Beautifully written. But it just so crushed me. And, like, I love animes like that, but also, like, it's so hard for me to want to watch them because I know some dark shit's gonna happen. Like, Jujutsu Kaisen and, what's that other really popular? Death Note. Those two, I'm trying to get through them. And it's not that I'm not interested. It's just, like, this isn't so, like, haha, lighthearted, funny. Like, I'm gonna sit down and, like, relax and, like, haha, giggle. It's like I have to really pay attention to what's happening and, like, lock in to watch it to understand what's going on just to watch somebody die. And I'm like, I can't do it because I get so attached to the characters as well. Anyways. Another really good one, actually, is Orange High School Host Club. That one's so good. I love the dub with that one, actually. I don't really watch dub that much. I try to, and if the voice acting's bad, I watch sub. But I usually just watch sub in general. But the Orange High School Host Club dub is really good. Also, Kyoka in Orange High School Host Club, a side character, is the same dub voice actor as Tomoe in Kami-sama Kiss. If you were ever wondering. Because I watched the Orange High School Host Club dub first, and then I watched the Kami-sama Kiss dub when it came back. Well, they don't have the dub on Hulu, actually. I'm watching the dub on a different website for legal reasons. I'm not going to say which one, but I heard his voice and I said, I know you from somewhere. Kyoka. Anyways, this is Honey Senpai with his little bunny. I forgot the bunny's name. So sorry. Anyways, that's another good one if you want to have a good haha giggle. It's very weird though. Very weird. There's these two brothers or twins. I'm not going to elaborate further, but it's odd. It's weird. Oh my god, I always feel so bad when I'm like, guys, I promise the story is good, I promise everything else is good, just ignore the brothers, like, I swear to god, like, just ignore them, like, their characters like, individually are really good, but, like, just when they're doing, like, their host stuff, just ignore them, like, I promise, like, it's just, like, just don't pay attention, like, I promise, like, everything else, but go pay attention to everybody else, like, I promise the story is good, like, you know? I'm fighting for my life, trying to, like, explain, like, ignore the twincest. That's not a spoiler or anything, by the way. Ignore the twincest. I promise everything else gets better. Just ignore them. Everything else is better. Please. Please just ignore the twincest going on. I promise. Anyways. Yeah, Kami-sama Kiss. Great anime, great show. Watch it, please. Fruits Basket is another one. Absolutely fucking devastating, but I will rewatch that one because it is, like, lighthearted, but it's also not. I don't know, it's like a really great balance of, like, this anime is gonna fucking crush you, but it's also gonna make you laugh and giggle and smile and, like, oh my god, they're in love, this is so heartfelt, you know? So, that's just a couple suggestions for ya. Like, I don't really have a lot of people to talk to about anime, so any chance I get to ramble about it, I'm gonna. I have all of the Assassination Classroom manga. I just don't have it out. It's actually put away in a box from when I moved. I just had no more shelf space for it, but I do have the whole Assassination Classroom manga. I have one of the first book of the Fruits Basket. I want to get the whole collection. But manga is expensive, and I haven't gotten around to buying more. But honestly, I didn't buy any of my manga, if I'm being honest. My brother actually got it all for me. Cause God bless him, he would just like go out to San Francisco and Japantown and whatever, and he'd be like, "What assassination classroom book are you on? Like, what was the last one?" I'd be like, "Oh, 17." He'd be like, "Okay, I'm gonna get you 18 and 19 today." And I said, "You don't have to," and he would, cause that's who my brother is. His love language is very much gift giving. He's like, he doesn't really talk to you or like anything like that. But like he'll show you he appreciates you by buying you something. So, that's how I ended up with 10 of the all of the Assassination Classroom and 10 of the Attack on Titan, and I am yet to get more. So, yeah. Oh, he. Speaking of being the weird kid in school, my old CDs from when I was a youngin'. I gotta move these guys really quick. Oops. Let's see. This one doesn't really count. Love Conan Gray, though. A Fever You Can't Sweat Out. I would play this on, I think it was a Hello Kitty DVD player. If that explains who I was as a kid. A Fever You Can't Sweat Out. Death of a Bachelor. Crybaby by Melanie Martinez. Blurry Face by 21 Pilots. I haven't listened to these in so long, but these are just some. I don't know where the rest of my CDs went. I have all of the One Direction CDs. I think my mom might have those. But I don't know how to ask her for those because I ain't talked to her for over a year. That's a whole different story we'll get into another day. Because I that is a topic I want to get into one day. I'm just not mentally prepared enough for that. It's okay to not have a relationship with your parents. We'll get into that one day. Just not today. Anyways, those are just some of my CDs. I keep forgetting I have to, like, maybe move the microphone with me so you guys can actually hear me instead of just going like this and completely talking away from the microphone so you guys can't fucking hear me. Sorry, I'm not very good at this. Kenny always falls over. This guy, he don't know how to stand because he doesn't have a base, but he always be falling over. Anyways. Yeah. What else do I want to talk about? Oh, reading slump. I have been in such a reading slump. As you can see, I have a lot of books. I have the ACOTAR series, which is what I'm in the middle of. I'm actually on the 3rd book. I'm on A Court of Wings and Ruin. And I just can't get into it because if you haven't read it, I'm not going to spoil anything, but one of the characters from the 1st book is now back in the 3rd book, and I fucking hate that character from the 1st book. And because they're back in the 3rd book and they're such a significant part of the beginning of the 3rd book, it's hard for me to get into it because I don't want to read about them. I fucking hate them. Fuck them. I don't care! But I know it gets really, really good, but, like, I just can't get past it. It's so hard for me to get past it because I read their name, I'm like, nope. Not doing it. But I've also I haven't been able to pick up any of my books. I got all these books that I never read in high school. Like Art of War, Fahrenheit 451, A Handmaid's Tale, The Catcher in the Rye, 1984, Animal Farm. I've actually already read Animal Farm in high school. It was very interesting. Okay, I didn't actually read it. It was during COVID and I SparkNotes'd it because that's what everybody fucking did. We all cheated. I didn't actually read it, but I remember when I was reading the SparkNotes, I was like, this is actually really interesting. So, I want to actually reread it and, like, actually read the book. 1984. Just all these, like, educational books and, like, history-oriented books that I haven't read, but I want to read. Because I do feel like they're important to read and, like, educate yourself on. So, when I do start reading them, you guys will definitely hear about it, because I will definitely be giving you my reviews and my notes on them. I love annotating books, so I'll definitely read you some of my annotations out of there. I haven't started the Throne of Glass series at all, but I have the Assassin's Blade, the Throne of Glass, the first book, and Crown of Midnight. I have the first three. Well, the first two, and then the prequel. And then I also have Iron Flame and Fourth Wing that I haven't started, but I want to. I haven't been able to pick up a book and sit down and read for some reason. I think there's been too much going on in my life, and I'm thinking about too many things at once that I can't, like, turn my brain off long enough to sit down and read. So, I think that might be it. I'm just, like, too stressed to read, which sounds weird because usually reading would, like, calm me down, but if I'm trying to, like, read and there's thoughts in the back of my head going on, I'm not actually comprehending anything that I'm reading. So, like, I'm not absorbing any of the information that I'm actually reading, so I've tried sitting down and reading, like, at least a chapter, and I'm like, I read it, and then I'm like, wait, what the fuck just happened? And then I go back and I reread it, and I'm still not absorbing it, so I'm trying, but until I can get myself to read something, we're gonna hold off on those book reviews, but eventually I'll get to them. But I've been trying to pick up more hobbies, or get back into old hobbies. Like, crocheting is another one. I'm crocheting another beanie with a different yarn right now. I'm doing, like, a thinner navy blue beanie. I crocheted my boyfriend, like, a thicker yarn black beanie. So I'm making another one, just navy blue, bit of a thinner yarn. It's been good to keep me busy. I've also been trying to teach myself how to sing, which is very difficult when you are tone deaf. Okay, I'm not, like, badly tone deaf, but I definitely need some help. And I wish I could sing so bad. That's, like, if I could only have one singular talent in this whole world, it would be to sing. If I couldn't be good at anything else, but I could sing, I'm set. Like, you guys have no idea how bad I wish I could sing. It's so fun to sing, and I love singing along to songs in my car, and yada yada yada, but when I can't sing well, it makes me frustrated. So, I've been teaching myself. The other night, actually, I was just laying in bed, like, trying to go to sleep, but I wasn't tired. It was, like, 1:30 in the morning. And I just randomly taught myself breath control. Like, I didn't even... I don't know how... I don't think I'm doing it right. But it worked. For me. I don't know how to describe it. Like, I learned how to, like, sing, but also hold my breath at the same time, which is kind of, I don't know if that makes sense, but only really pushing out air when I need to push out air. Like, right now I'm saying this all in one breath because I'm, like, trying to teach myself breath control and only pushing out air when I really need to. If that makes sense. Like, if I can say a sentence and not really have to push out any air unless I, like, am starting to run out of breath, and I can, like, kind of breathe out some air a little bit, and then, like, blah, 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 breathe out a little bit. I don't know if that's how you're supposed to do it, but that's what's worked for me. And I was just laying in bed, and I was just, like, it was, like, you know how on TikTok, like, 2020, people would do, like, the snowman challenge, and it would be, like, you sing all in one breath. It's, like, I want you to know that I'm never leaving, that song. I tried that, and I got up to, home for all season, come on, let's go. Something in the sun. I got to, like, the sun part. If that's even the lyrics. Something to something, I hide from the sun. Love you forever, and we'll have some fun. Da 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 da. Me editing again. Sorry for the weird angle. I'm trying to show my work shirt because I'm trying not to dox myself. Also, if you know where I work, be quiet. Because I know y'all, my coworkers, are watching this. Anyway, I just hope that you guys don't think that's actually me trying to sing. Because I don't. I listened that back and I was, like, talk singing. Like, doing you get it. Where you're just, like, talk singing along. I don't know. Sorry, that's not how I actually sing, I promise. Also, I'm eating right now, so that was really fucking disgusting. I might re-record this. Or you're gonna see this side of me, and I don't really care that much. I promise that's not me actually singing. I just want to preface that I don't want to embarrass myself. And I'm not actually gonna sing for y'all, because I can't. I'm not gonna actually embarrass myself. So, why is my fucking hair? Anyways. Continuing. I lied, one more part. By embarrass myself, I mean, like, I don't want y'all to think. I don't want to be the kind of person that, like, thinks they can sing when they really can't sing, and then everybody's like, why is she singing? She can't sing. Like, why does she think she can sing? You know? Like, I don't want to. I don't want to be an ego, I guess. Because I know I can't sing. But I don't want to seem like the kind of person that thinks they can sing, not being when they can't. And they're just hurting everybody's ears. I don't know if that makes sense. Also, this angle's really odd, but again, I'm trying not to talk to myself. I'm gonna shut up now and let you guys get back to the episode. No, I got... I don't know. I actually don't know what part I got to. I think I'm just lying. I actually don't also know the lyrics. I was kind of making them up in my head. But I tried that, and it seemed to be working. And then I kind of forgot how to do it. So, you know. I wish I could sing. What else do I want to talk about? Trying to think. Oh, I wanted to talk about language. I want to be fluent in like 4 different languages, which is a crazy thing. Crazy work. A crazy thing to be able to do. But like, I wish I was fluent in Spanish, or like I at least knew how to speak Spanish and understand it, cuz I feel like that would be so helpful in my day-to-day life, especially working like customer service, cuz we get a lot of customers that don't speak English, and I always feel like such an asshole for some reason, being like, "Sorry, give me 1 second." Like, they're like, "Oh, no English, no English." And I'm like, "Give me 1 second. Like, I'm sorry. Like, one moment." And then I have to go run inside and find somebody that speaks Spanish to go talk to them. And I always feel like the biggest asshole for some reason. I'm like, I feel bad not being able to communicate with them, you know? And I didn't take Spanish in high school. I took ASL. Like, I took American Sign Language, in which I forgot it all. But, well, not all, but I forgot the important stuff. Like, I know like random words. Like, I know lettuce. Where's that gonna help me? But yeah, I just feel like a big asshole not knowing how to like communicate with them. I always feel so bad. But other languages I want to be fluent in. I want to learn Spanish. And then I also want to learn German, because I am German. I'm like 53% German. I took a DNA test. I'm over half German. So I want to learn German. It's also such a funny language to me, like how harsh it is. It's so like blunt, I guess. Like I don't know. It's such a fun language. I want to learn how to speak it. Spanish, German, and Japanese, because I'm a weeb, and also I already know quite a few phrases just from solely how much anime I've watched. I've picked up on quite a few words, quite a few phrases. I took a semester of Japanese in community college when I was in college. And I learned how to like pronounce things. If you put something in Romanji in front of me, I could very slowly sound out each word, but ask me to say it quickly, couldn't do it, and ask me what it means or what it translates to, also couldn't tell you. I could just read it. That's the most I can do. I forgot all of the characters, if I'm being honest, like all of the writing. Like all the kanji and stuff like that. Don't remember. Me editing again. I know I've popped in quite a few times during this episode, but I just have a lot to say. I meant hiragana, not kanji. I never learned kanji. And then on top of that, I swear I'm not picking my nose in this clip. I am playing with my septum, which I do that a lot. I go like this. A lot. So I promise I'm not picking my nose. Please don't think I'm picking my nose. Thanks. Because I haven't been repetitive with it, but German, Spanish, and Japanese, I want to learn all three of those. So. Also, I just find Japanese interesting. I think it's because of how much anime I watched. Sorry, a fucking like truck or motorcycle went by and it was really loud and it startled me and I thought it was something blowing up in my house. Anyways, I think Japanese is like an interesting language. It's very beautiful to me. Like listening to them talk, they sound all so sophisticated and put together, and I don't know how to describe it. It's like a very, in my head it's like formal. If that makes sense. It's very structured, very formal. And I just think it sounds so pretty when people are speaking Japanese. I'm like, wow. What a amazing language. You know, I think all languages are so interesting. But for the ones I want to learn, those are the three I want to learn. I have no idea where to start though. So, I mean, I could go back to community college, but I don't have the time to go back to community college because I am trying to get full time at my job, but I have to have 24/7 open availability for that. And if I'm in college, then I can't get full time there because then my availability is going to be closed off, and it's a whole thing. And I also just I don't have the time because I need the money from my job, so I need to have as much availability as I can so I can get as many hours as I can so I can get as much money as I can, and I can't afford to go to college at the moment. And it kind of makes me sad because I really want to go back to college, but I'm just not in the right place to go back at the moment. So maybe one day I can hopefully go back to college and get a degree. I really want to get a degree. I want to get my degree in like accounting and financial analysis and like just something with the numbers, because that's what I'm good at. I'm good at math, I'm good at numbers, I'm good at analyzing things, I'm good at data analysis, stuff like that. That's my strong suit. English and history, not so much. Science as well as kind of iffy. Biology specifically, not good at that, but like chemistry and physics I'm a little better at because those are more math oriented. But something within finance or just something that involves numbers, sign me up because that's what I'm good at. So I want to get a degree so bad, but again, I just don't have the time or the money. I also have considered becoming like an x-ray tech or an ultrasound tech, but again, I don't have the time or the money, especially for med school. That is expensive, and then you have to go through all these programs of like, then you gotta go internship or externship and blah blah blah, and I just don't have the time or the money to be able to do that right now, so I digress. But maybe one day I will be fluent in foreign languages. Maybe one day I will do a whole podcast episode in a different language. No, I won't. That's a lie. That's a complete lie. I'm just fucking with you guys. Also, okay, this is so random. I noticed when I was editing my last podcast episode that my voice fluctuates so much and I sound like a different person every 5 minutes, and I really couldn't tell you why. Like, sometimes my voice will be a little deeper, sometimes it'll be really high like this, and I'll be, like, talking like this. I think it just depends on how loud I'm being, but my voice fluctuates a lot. I really don't know why. Also, I became hyper aware of my Californian accent, specifically, like, the Bay Area California accent, because I'm from the Bay, and I was just, like, editing, and all these things that my friends from like other states like Oregon pointed out, they're like, you sound super Californian, and I'm like, okay guys, that's not funny. Like, you can tell you're from California just from your voice. I'm like, that's not funny, guys. What do you mean? No, I'm not ashamed to be from California or anything. It's so weird that I live in I always think about that. Like, I live in the Bay Area. California. Like, people long to live in California, in the Bay, in LA, anything like that. They long to live here. From, like, Colorado or Kansas or whatever, from the East Coast. They, like, people long to come here. And I was just born and raised here. Like, it was nothing. And I honestly don't see the specialty in it. Probably because I was born and raised here. Just the way I see such beautiful things in Oregon and Colorado and stuff like that other people don't see because they were born and raised there. So, anyways, I became super hyper aware of my Californian accent, and I am like, I don't know. I don't know. I know I don't pronounce my T's. Nobody does. It's not Santa Cruz, it's Santa Cruz. Sacramento. Like, whatever. The city. Like, I don't know. I became so aware of it, and I don't know how to feel. But the lighting also keeps changing because it's, like, cloudy outside, and the sun keeps, like, poking through or going away. So I'm sorry for, like, the inconsistency of the lighting going on. Like, here it comes. It's got so much brighter. Anyway. Lanuge. That's what I typed. Anything else I want to talk about? Oh, overconsumption. I have fallen victim to overconsumption. And for the last, like, 3 months, I've been super strict on myself about the money I'm spending because of how bad I had fallen into the overconsumption stuff. Like, I don't need everything that's trendy or everything that these TikTokers are saying. Like, you guys should try this. You guys should get that. You should go with this. Whatever. Like, I don't need that. Like, I don't need that. And you don't either. Overconsumption is a crazy fucking thing. And when I realized I finally had fallen victim to it, I said, shit. I could have saved myself so much money if I would have just not impulse bought because somebody told me to. So, that's crazy. I have now started thinking about the things I bought and the investments that I make. Like this computer, my MacBook, an investment. Because I wanted to do this podcast and I needed something to edit on. I needed, because I have a gaming PC, but it's Windows based and I couldn't find, well, I know there's a lot of editing software that I could have used, but my laptop just seemed more convenient because I record on my phone. I can airdrop the video from my phone onto my laptop, which I can then move into iMovie, start editing it on iMovie and everything like that. And it just, everything seemed more convenient for me to get a MacBook because of my Apple ecosystem. With my iPad that I already had, my iPhone that I already had. I mean, my Apple Watch doesn't really count, but with what I already had, it just made the most sense for me to get this. So this was an investment. Also, I wanted to get myself a laptop. When I turned 19, I was like, okay, next year I turn 20. I want to get myself something nice for my 20s, something that'll last me throughout my 20s, kind of invest in something a little pricier, whatever. And I finally decided I'm going to get myself a laptop. So I started saving up for a laptop. I didn't really know what kind of laptop I wanted. It's like, I just want a laptop. I didn't know if I wanted a Windows laptop or... My dog is barking. I'm so sorry if you can hear that. I didn't know if I wanted a Windows laptop or a MacBook or whatever. And then I decided on my MacBook because of this whole podcast thing. Which I put some stickers on it. Some more. From the last time. I put this little, like, skull jar thing because I got something off of Etsy and it came with stickers. So I put this little skull jar. I had got this cat stickers. I actually reused it off a old water bottle that I had because I didn't want to waste it. So I put it on here, and then I also got, hold on, also put a little crow on the, a lot of fur, on the bottom right, bottom left, your left, my left now, on the left, anyway. Oh, emoji keyboard, very nice. Wow, look at all that. They have some crazy fucking emojis on here. Have you ever scrolled through the emojis? Like, very slowly, just looked at them? They're fucking crazy. Let's see, let's find an interesting one. You got pop stars, you got zombies, you got mermaids. Let's see. Let's find a crazy emoji. There's a blackbird. Moose. A gorilla. I don't know, the really crazy ones come up in, like, the items. Like, the random item ones. Like, why do I have a shield? I don't know. Swords, if you will. A dagger. A piñata. That's fun. An email box. Incoming envelope is what it is called. I didn't know these all had names. I'm, like, hovering over them and it's giving me names. Crazy. There's so many. Like, who came up with them? Yet for years we couldn't get a simple pink heart. They gave us a dagger, but not a simple pink heart. Whoa! Pictographs? Whoa. They got card decks. They got Mojang? Like the Mojang tile things? Dominoes? Tiles, I think? They have dominoes. That's crazy. I didn't know they had this. That's so cool. They got stars. That's crazy. I don't even know how I opened that. Anyway. Honestly, I don't think I really have much else to talk about. Kind of hit all my main points for the day. All the main little topics I wanted to talk about. I just threw that. Maybe I shouldn't fucking do that. Fucking stupid. Anyway. I don't know how long I've been rambling for, but I hope it's been long enough. And I tried recording this probably about 6 times. Well, I tried starting it like 6 times. I finally got a full through. I finally got fully through it. Sorry, getting distracted here. Anyways, I think one of the next couple episodes coming up, I will do one of them off at Eddie. We'll go to Eddyville together, and it'll probably be more towards the nighttime, and we will just go with the flow of what the Eddie is telling me. Dear Eddyville, please bring me to life. Please bring me topics to think about. Honestly, I get most of my ideas when I'm on an Eddy. Or when I'm in Eddyville, that's where I get most of my topic ideas, and I write them down. I'm like, write that down! Write that down! Write that down! So, yeah, maybe I'll have to do an Eddie special, because I think that'll be really fun, and I will probably only be laughing by myself, at myself, because everything is fucking hilarious when you're off an Eddie. So, anyways, that is it for today. I am now going to go have a little girls' day with some of my coworkers. I'm so excited, guys. Oh my god. Okay. One last little thing. I'm having a girls' day with some of my coworkers today, and I'm so excited because I've never had, like, a girls' day like this before, ever. Like, I haven't had friends who are girls like this ever, and I've never done anything like this. I'm so excited. So, oh my god, is somebody joining us? Ah! Somebody is joining us! Yes! Anyways, I'm gonna say yes, she can come. I'm so excited. Because I don't really have a lot of friends who are girls. I never really have growing up because I never really fit in with other girls because I was the weird kid. And also, Okay, this is gonna be a whole nother topic for a whole nother day. Autism spectrum, all that, like, just me being neurodivergent and for some reason only getting along with guys. That's a whole thing we'll get into another day. I just always have fit in with men. Anyway, I've always longed for female friendships like this, or like friendships with girls like this, and I'm so excited. I'm so excited. So, that's where I'm going to now, or after this. Um, so yeah, I'm so excited. I'm actually gonna leave soon because I'm gonna sit in some interviews at work. Because they're hiring some people, and I want to be a little nosy and be like, hey, you want to work here? Let's see. Let's do a little vibe check with you, you know? Like, just kind of get to know them. I'm so excited. So, that's where I'm going to be going now. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I am actually going to write down the fact that I want to talk about autism and spectrum and everything like that. That'll be another topic for another day. Autism. That's all I'm going to write is autism. I'll get the gist. Script 3. Not really a script. I usually do more like notes, but I title them as scripts. I don't know why. Anyway, that's it for today. Love you guys. Thank you for listening. If you listened all the way through, thank you. I love you. And I will talk to y'all later and see y'all next time. So sorry about the lighting being inconsistent and for the fact that I can't fucking hold the microphone correctly. So I do apologize, but bye-bye. I'll see you later. Roll the outro. I don't know. I'll see ya.